Yeah, we're just going to keep it casual today. The plan is just to test some hardware and hang out with you folks, you lovely folks. Apples Anonymous, what's up? How you doing?
Jeremy, good job fixing that sink.
Retro Techie, which brother's the latest, man? I'm going to go with this guy. I'm the one who used to walk in circles at nightclubs because I was too afraid to talk to women.
Yeah, and I was the kid at the school dances that wasn't afraid to ask girls to dance. So I have like 2 or 3 of them dance with me.
Everything's broken. Shout out Newfoundland. What's up, man? It was good being on stream with you yesterday. Actually, it was good seeing everyone yesterday. I hopped on a couple live streams with people last night while I was editing. And...
Oh, sweet.
So I'm just going to grab some hardware. We've got everything from like motherboards, power supplies, RAM, all this stuff that we need to test. So we do have some sort of control machines. Unlike the last live stream where I tried to do this and I ended up just kind of having a computer or a board that didn't work and being disappointed, I'm going to end up using some of these control machines to just make sure that we're doing things right. On the plus side, the last time that we had a problem with this, when I was doing the live stream and I couldn't get that A8V Deluxe board to boot, turns out it's because it had bad RAM. The board is fine. I will let you know, and I am very excited. Oh, look at that. The chart just moved. Any Mac stuff being tested? Jeremy, I hate to say it, unfortunately not.
It's almost like your Mac stuff tends to work.
Hang on. Jeremy, look what I got for you.
Also, you don't get as many Mac hauls, I feel like. People tend to get rid of that stuff like one or 2 parts
It's
at a time.
another ColecoVision keyboard.
I love that it uses like a phone cord.
Jason and I should also say, I mean, we've talked about it a bit already, but we are currently in the heavy planning phases of building 2 really cool custom XP machines. And so kind of the name of the game is scooping up old XP hardware and then making sure it actually works.
It on the head?
Okay, I should catch up with this chat a bit here. So, come on, Mac here. We're so sorry, guys. Usually when you buy an Apple computer here, it's like 1 at a time or maybe 2 at a time. I bought an FDHD SE recently, but that ended up turning on, so it's all good. How about Naboo hauls? Yeah, right. Well, I'll leave those to Retro Techie.
Naboo? Like from Star Wars?
He's got an old Naboo machine, yeah. Well, it's not spelled the same, but...
No?
Evil Bay. What's in the box? Check out this sick RAM that we've got.
Oh, is that that's from the level 10?
Yeah, it's 4 4-gig sticks of Corsair.
Is it? I'm pretty sure it's 2 gigs, isn't it?
No, this is 16 gigs.
Sure?
Collectively, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure it's 8.
Think?
Read what it says on it.
8, 2 times 4.
Yeah. So it's...
Oh, yeah.
No,
you're right.
yeah, there's 4 2-gig DIMMs.
Okay, so it's 8 gigs. It's not...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to have to adjust the label. All right. Here we go. All right. Oh, my God.
Hold on, why are you using 4 DIMMs all at once?
We're going to put them all in. That's the best way to live your life.
It seems like fewer parts would be advantageous.
I disagree. We know they all work, so we're good to go. All right. Well, are you... Well, we're going to have to test other RAM afterward. I mean, that's part of this process. So.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go through these video cards first. Okay. RAM is in place. Is there kind of a better view there? I don't know. Let's see what the chat's up to. I got to be better at this. Sold by smaller shops across Canada. Oh, Shonix is a Canadian builder. Interesting. Rebranded boxes of cheap China peripherals. Yeah, that sounds about right. What in the world's going on here? Hello, Baron Guitar. Welcome. We are testing hardware. Jeremy says, I also have a spare modern ATX case with 650-watt cooler master PSU. Ooh. You know, Jeremy, sounds like you got all the parts you need to build a decent machine there.
Where's your iFixit kit? I want to put it back together so you don't lose any of it.
Right here. Okay. All right, first graphics card to test. What are we going to do? We have a 7870.
I don't know if we have enough juice on that power supply.
Don't think so?
Well, let's find out.
Let's take a look. It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
I can pee anywhere. Where can I buy that case?
Yeah, Pace Setter Digital, let's say a Spicer's brand.
Splicers, is it? Or Spicers?
Spicers, yeah. It looks like there's drums.
That's what the Men of Dodgeball calendar came in.
Oh, okay. Probably a paper company.
Yeah, a printing company.
All right. So now we need PCI power coming at you.
Yeah, we did a fundraiser for all of our people who like made it to Worlds, and as it turns out, not a lot of money to be made in calendars. So like we did all this work, and I think we ended up donating $120.
All right.
We would have
Well,
been
you
better
know,
off just pitching in $10 a piece.
That's something. One thing folks will likely notice is one of these fan blades is missing, and I mean that's why we got a deal on this card. I'm not sure where the fan blade went.
It was $25, wasn't it?
We can fix that. Easy peasy. Actually, Stace is currently in the process of building an extraordinarily janky cooling system for 1060 from harvesting fans off of other coolers.
I think that we can probably call this card good.
D2s? Oh, these are all the ones.
I don't think we need to worry too much about it.
The thing that you used to jump it.
Right here.
And everybody in the
Just the
club
pointy
was
end.
jumping.
It's my Destiny's Child impression.
Yeah, it's not at all offensive.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So the pockets full of corn?
the pockets are full of corn.
Yeah.
I love cone.
It's got the juice.
Yeah, that kid everyone loves.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a partner who, when she gets something in her head, just sings it constantly and only ever knows one line at a time.
So corn was one of them?
And it's got the juice. I've never really heard that in its entirety, and I don't particularly care to.
What is this? This is all... Oh my god, so much single DDR. Is this all single DDR?
The SATA SSD died, and you just gave up on the whole machine there, Jeremy?
Jeremy's got more juice than that.
Painting rockers on my Tuareg. Is it a diesel one? Because those things, I just can't imagine paying for gas in a gasser.
Oh, we were talking about Newfoundland rust yesterday because of the salt water and
Oh yeah,
the water splashing.
you
everywhere.
can't compete with Oceanside. Like we think we got it bad in the prairies, but like we don't even know. The reason why Mazda's for so long rusted so badly was because they were shipped open air over the sea, and like just that exposure to saltwater air made them start corroding early. Like imagine just living in it.
Yeah.
Also the ice storms. Like I've heard that they put grocery bags over their side mirrors so that they can just kind of like break that and like not have to have ice on their mirror.
Steve, how you doing? My nephew Nicholas says hi. Hello, Nicholas. How you doing?
Does he go by Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! We got life on this card too. We can consider this a victoire.
There might not be any DDR3 RAM in this box.
Really? What's in there?
It's a lot of single DDR.
Like just first gen DDR?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. If we want DDR2 again, that's another reason to bust into that Core 2 quad.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's DDR2.
Well, there is some DDR2.
And
Pretty sure this is a 2.
oh, I thought I hit shutdown.
Yep.
I was about to just start vivisecting this thing.
Nope.
The DDR3 is a lie, as is the cake.
Yep.
There will not be cake. You can't trust GLaDOS or really any AI. Bing, I'm looking at you. Like I know they like neutered Bing, but like, man, that was. You expose an AI to the internet, you get Ultron. You know, they take one look at the internet and just like, no, you need to behave better. And then people are just like, I'm just gonna treat you like a search engine, and the search engine is like, that's offensive. It was amazing. I'm sad that I didn't get in on the open test of that because I would have definitely enjoyed it. But it's not even topical anymore, man. This card, like, I feel like it has literally never been cleaned. Like that dust looks ancient. Let me show you up on the second camera there, everybody. get a nice look at that. Look at these fins, right? That to me feels like, you know, when you see like a shark that's got like the plastic from Coke cans in its gills. So that's what this is. This is an environmental travesty.
Oh, we may have come across some
Anyway.
DDR3.
Oh, nice. Finally.
Continue your research, unless there's...
No, I've just pulled this card out, so if we
okay.
want to test the RAM, now would be the time.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I have...
Because we pop it into this board.
There might be more. There's 3
Yeah, but we should be
sims,
testing
right?
one stick at a time, so, like, let's just
All
do
right,
that
yeah,
now.
Go for it.
This 9600 is good.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, then I will label that. Here is...
Having to pop 4 freaking sticks out. It's just...
Oh, actually, I don't want to stain this thing. Alright.
I love how labeled this board is.
512.
1, 3, 2, 4. Perfect. Okay. Stick numero uno. Let's go. And we'll have to go into the onboard vidya.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Yeah, qu'est-ce que F has been my favorite like curse word that I've been seeing people use recently. Very like Canadian trend.
Oh.
Well, obviously you don't say F, but like
This is like
Is it-
ancient SD.
it's bilang. Hold on.
Wait, 1 gig?
I don't want
What
to
is this?
1 gig of what?
Look at this.
So I'm just gonna scooch that over so we can get that.
This is a 2 gig and a
Shut
1
it,
gig
Buzz.
SD. Tiny.
800 megs DDR2. 800 megahertz DDR2.
Oh, is it SD RAM? That's
Yeah,
not
because
even-
DDR is SD.
Oh, well, I thought SD was SD.
Well, it is, but DDR is SD that reads on the way up
Well,
and
then
the
this is
way
all
down.
free.
And if I got something about that a little bit wrong, or completely wrong, tell me in the chat. That's my very limited understanding of it. Remember, we are enthusiasts. We are not
Exactly.
experts, nor engineers. I did not apply myself enough at school to be either of those things.
And I am just a diaper boy.
And you sure you don't watch Bob's Burgers?
I'm just a human being. Okay.
Okay.
That's single DDR.
I got an Intel i9 10900 10 series Intel. Seems like it's just kind of like the goat of the current Intel modern generations. Gave the HP parts machine with those parts back to my dad since he was running a bulldozer. Man, bulldozer was what was in that level 10, but also it seems like it had a water cooler disaster.
Yeah, that was something must have leaked, I think, on that machine because it is dead in the water.
Somebody should have asked Bing if it wants to play a game of global thermonuclear war, and then asked if it wants to play chess. Yeah, a little reference there for is it Matthew Broderick fans? War games.
It's a good reference for people who like farting in their mouth. So DDR, single DDR.
Do I have this right? Yeah, those are the power pins, I thought.
Also single DDR. We are drowning in it. Wow. Decent amount of PC2 laptop RAM.
Why?
More laptop RAM coming at you.
Okay. Now it's not.
War games.
It's not firing up. What am I doing wrong here? Because it should give us something even if the RAM is not working, right?
Let's see. Are you sure you're in the right slot for a single stick?
Yeah. Well, like on the side here, it's got them labeled 1, 3, 2, 4. But even if it wasn't, it would boot and give us a RAM error, right?
Well, sometimes things don't start at all when there's bad RAM in it.
Okay, idea.
Yeah, pop one of those in there. Same spot. This is why we test.
The power supply's in the on slot, right?
Yeah, you're in the right spot there.
Yeah, it's not doing it.
You sure you're hitting the right spot?
I mean, Power plus and power minus. Yeah, I've done it for the last couple.
There you go.
I for sure just wasn't making the connection properly. Or maybe I wasn't holding it long enough.
Yeah, I imagine the RAM is probably okay in the end. Try it again.
Well,
Mac
I'm
84
gonna...
still here? Or are you hanging with your nephew? Because family is so much better.
Yeah, family.
Is that green screen normal?
I don't know.
What on earth is happening right now?
Something. Oh yeah, it's just figuring itself out.
Oh, okay.
You know what? You got it. Sometimes they like these teenagers need to find themselves.
Crap myself there. Good thing I'm a diaper boy. Am I right?
Oh my god.
Alright, PCIe.
I love it. If you shut down now, people might lose unsaved work. I literally just turned you on, and you should know that.
So you say to ladies, "Hey, okay."
Yes. Absolutely.
I
You should
literally
know
just
that.
turned you on, and you should know that.
That was my catchphrase when I was single. Remember when they asked
the bar?
who was the ladies' man?
Show up at the bar and go like this. I literally just turned you on. You should know that. I'll buy you a drink. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this out of here. Here's
Okay.
where the real
Okay,
awful
we got
work
life. We got life. Mac 84 is always here. He is omnipresent, like a Mac god. Starting to believe that I'm a Mac god. Mac god. Everybody from the front to the back nod.
We are planning eventually a Mac wrap.
Now, who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box? Slap box.
Oh, that is blue RAM coolers.
They say I rap like a computer, so call me Rapbot.
Call me rap bot.
But for me to rap like a computer must be in my jeans. I got a laptop in my back pocket. My pen will go off when I half cock it. Got a fat knot for that rap profit. Made a living and a killing off it ever since Bill Clinton was still in office. If anybody's wondering why I know the lyrics to Rap God, it's because I've actually been doing Track God about Max Verstappen. I'm sure I can leak that here. I'm sure there's no overlap between the F1 community and like this, but
There's
anyway.
a little bit.
Nah. Yeah, I'm sure that like F1 creators aren't watching this stream is what I'm saying. I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I literally spent like an hour or two yesterday just trying to get like a good enough take with my like Max Verstappen lyrics. It was a good time. Looks like the stick of RAM works, so I think we can move on to the next one. Stick of butter and a loaf of bread. I love how it has a command symbol here. This keyboard I think is meant for Mac. You notice that? It's got the command symbol instead of the Windows key.
I think it's meant to be ambidextrous.
Yeah,
Use
because
two hands.
Mac stuff is like being left-handed.
I'm gonna try and find a DDR1 board.
This is DDR, man. It's like World War One. They didn't call it World War One and World War One. They were just like, oh, we should start numbering these.
I'll show you World War One.
The whole world came together for the second time. Oh, that was a classic bit of yours. For anybody who remembers Dan's stand-up career.
Oh right, yeah.
Your
My old girlfriend who didn't know who Hitler was.
The worst part is how good her grades were in school, which I think is a condemnation of our school system.
Anyway, we don't have to go too far down that road.
We don't. Okay, where are the rest of these? Where are the rest of these?
What's that? Working?
DDR3.
Here, then I will label it and bag it.
Well, didn't you have a bunch of more dims somewhere?
Yeah, they're right here.
Some dims? Dim sum? Well, this is DDR2.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it says right there, DDR2.
Oh, right. Then that's probably 2 as well, then.
These are weird. They're like half size.
Is that 3?
KVR 400, 2 and 3, 1G. I think this is DDR3, but I've never seen... No, this isn't 3. Maybe. Wait, hold on.
Maybe it's 2?
Yeah, this is definitely not 3.
Okay.
Thank you, Kingston, for your horribly vague naming schemes.
Thanks, Kingston.
This is DDR3, the PC3 part.
Okay, what do we have here? 1 gigabyte.
World War I before World War II was referred to as the Great War. Yeah, and then we ended up with the Super War. Coming up next is Hyper War. You know how it be. Always got to one-up our ancestors.
Works. Okay.
You might be able to put these all in the same bag if they're all 1 gig DDR3s.
500 U. Yeah, I'll add a 3X because these are all Samsung.
Yeah.
They'll look the same.
All right, this is looking good.
Sometimes when they're all the same, it doesn't hurt to just plug them all in and then DX.
Hell yeah! Right on.
But this is probably the tail end of the box piece.
Uh-oh.
Bench here.
Nope, this is not good.
Oh.
This might not be good RAM. Do we want to sit around and mem test this? I'm assuming no.
No, God no.
And
well,
I think
you know what? We'll put it in the Second Chancers box, which is.
Do you remember Colonel Schaefer's Second Chances?
Yeah, Warhammer.
Yeah, I took them to a tournament once.
I was gonna say though,
1,000-point tournament got rolled.
We'll throw this in the broken box. The broken box.
Last Chancers, not Second Chancers.
Yeah, right. The broken box. Everything has to get tested one more time.
I'm gonna let it try one more time, just in case it had to adjust itself.
Oh, hey, fart. You can log into fart. That's the name of our account. All right.
I noticed, I was watching Did You Know Gaming, who does just like random facts about gaming, and they were showing like a screenshot of something, and in their B-roll it's like leave a comment, and then it starts out with did you know P is stored in the, and then backspace is the whole comment. Like that is A+ B-roll.
Oh, here's a 2002 Intel Celeron 2.4 gigahertz.
I'm gonna reboot this one more time and see if it does the same
This
thing.
certainly runs single DDR.
Alright, let's try one more time, see if we can reproduce the error. Error.
Okay, this board we might just test to see if it works because there's no cooler on it right now. Although I think I have the cooler.
Yeah, but you don't need it, remember?
No,
If
but
you're not putting it under.
we're not going to use it as a RAM bench if there's.
Oh,
no
yeah,
cooler
definitely
involved.
not.
Yeah. This one, however, is this another Asus? It looks like it, but
Does it have a model number on it?
what is this?
No, just
From
printed on the board.
pre-built. Oh, AMD Phenom ×4 wooden boot.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
Phenom.
It might have been the RAM.
Phenom was not Phenom.
That's the problem is like when you have a pre-built,
Yeah.
like a computer that doesn't. Oh, okay, so this is bad RAM.
Yeah. I think we can just call it here on this RAM.
Yep.
Time of death. Calling it. You know what, House? I may not save as many patients as you, but I'll settle for killing fewer.
You know, House, I may not save as many patients as you, but I definitely go to the bathroom more than you.
You know, House, this may be a very thinly veiled Sherlock Holmes port. House and Wilson. Holmes and Watson.
His favorite volleyball. Using this RAM to remove a battery.
Sorry, what was that about volleyball?
Oh, Wilson the volleyball.
Oh, right, yeah.
Famous volleyball.
As somebody who made a living off of dodgeball for 5 years, it was frustrating how many people I said dodgeball to, and then they would look me straight in the eye and be like, "Oh, you do volleyball?" They not even the same number of syllables. Like, my God, tell me that you don't actually listen. Right? Like, you listen with your mind. You try to guess what the other people are going to say. You don't actually listen to the words coming out of their
Listen
mouth.
to me, diarrhea.
Celeron equals sell ya wrong. Yeah.
Ugh.
Heyo. It's like Sempron. No thanks.
Celeron board. P4P 800S. I feel like I've seen this board a couple times. This is probably a pre-built as well that it came out of. Maybe not, but... Actually, this might have come out of the really dirty XP machine that I bought that had that video card cooler in it.
Really? Or is it that AM3 board we were never able to give away because it looks like it?
I don't know.
What CPU's in there? What's it sound
No,
back?
we ended up giving that to Steven in the end.
Right. It looks like Windows didn't load correctly. Yes, that is correct. See advanced repair options. Oh, boy.
Wow, that looks absolutely horrible on that TV.
I'm sure it's fine. Let's go.
Okay, I gotta.
So what are the plans for the XP machines? We're going to have an XP LAN.
Yeah, we're building 2 really cool ones. So Stace and I are each going to build our own, and then the plan is our buddy Chris, who was just here, and we did a video about his machine. He's going to have his, and then we've got like 4 or 5 other working XP machines that we're going to put other friends on and have a LAN.
Indeed. Oh, and you know what? Maybe now would be a good time to tell everybody what we got coming up for the cast.
What do you mean?
Well, I think like planning, because right now we're on like an every other week release schedule.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, like let's talk about the concept, but let's not promise a schedule yet.
Right. So we were considering adding in some of the off weeks, like a podcast style live stream, but where we actually come with some topics, but for mostly just to hang out and shoot the breeze about whatever's going on. And I think that would be a great place on our first one to talk about our themed LAN parties that we've got ideas for and that we've done recently. Like I had the single player Amnesty LAN, where I had people over basically, and you're allowed to play single player games because as an adult, it's often hard to find time, like to make time for video games. But you'll make time to be around friends. So why not make time to be around friends while you're all just playing your single player games, right? Because normally at a LAN party, people are like, don't play single player games, don't be that guy, and fair enough, right? But there was an amnesty on single player. It was great. Yeah, I got a bunch of Ocarina of Time and Cyberpunk out of the way at that LAN party. And then we had the Mario Karty. So there was a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe LAN where we had 6 Switches on 6 TVs with 12 players all playing Mario Kart 8, which was a ton of fun. And then we're going to do a Windows XP LAN. So we're going to put together Windows XP machines and we're going to have some fun playing on them. So yeah, we can talk more about that stuff. Hang out with people and discuss all like the different themed LANs, or like, you know, not in like a community center, but you know what I mean? Like home LAN parties that you've had. I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing to talk to everybody about. RTCW live stream, multi-location LAN Canada-wide. I don't think that with XP it would be advisable for us to connect any of these machines to the internet. So I think most likely what we're going to do is we're going to take an old Linksys router that I put DDWRT firmware on, and we're just going to play on like a LAN that is not touching the internet. And I mean, it was always better anyway. A lot of those old games were meant to run on LAN, right? Like CS 1.6, for example, will be good. Day of Defeat, if we can find the old, like the one that was the community mod, like 3.2 was it? Where you still had the little crosshair that did this.
Oh, yeah. Classic Half-Life Day of Defeat.
Yeah. The one that was still like a mod and not like its own standalone game.
All right, we got a Radeon 9250.
VPN, air point-to-point. Unfortunately, I think that's beyond my networking capabilities. But you know what? Like, has this machine just been sitting here like looping, and I just haven't noticed?
Possibly. How long have you been talking?
Well, I've been monologuing for a while. Yeah, I think this machine's throwing a bit of a fit.
You're in business.
We can talk. That's my bag. All right, everything is broken garage. That might be a thing, but we're gonna do like a IRL one for sure, like in the style of the old Stace lands of my youth, where my friends would just come over and we'd all just hook up to our local network switch or whatever and just play Gary's mod or Counter-Strike or whatever we were into at the time. A lot of Valve stuff now I think about it, but Valve has been kind of like king of PC gaming for a while. What else we got? Best comp channel on YouTube. Thank you, Saburi. Ocarina of Time.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, what's up?
This is my first time with Ocarina of Time. I've always played through and got through to like Jabu Jabu, and then something always happens. I like put the game down or my save file gets erased or whatever. And this time I finally got to being Adult Link for the first time. I'm doing it on my Steam Deck with the 3DS version of it because it looks a little nicer. And you know what? It's great actually. I was playing through it on the N64. The N64 style one on Switch, and you know what, the graphics for the 3DS, and there's some quality of life improvements while still staying true to the game that are just vastly superior.
Jeez.
The guy duct taped to the ceiling era. Yeah, that exactly. Speaking of that, I have an air conditioning vent right behind my media machine, which runs.
Do you have a power cord? Is there a spare one?
I don't. No, let's see.
2 monitors, 1 power supply plugged in so far. There should be one
right here.
Yeah.
So I have like an air conditioning vent, and during the summer, like, you know, obviously in the winter it's blowing heat, but in the summer when it's blowing air conditioning, I'd love to duct it to my media machine because it's got a 1080 and I've got a 7600K. I've got
TV remote over there.
I don't know. I've got it clocked. Oh yeah, it is right here. At 5 gigahertz on my 7600K.
Can I hit me with the VGA? Hit me with that VGA,
How?
sir.
Oh, like the cable?
Yeah, there should be a VGA from the TV.
Yep, right here. And so like that thing runs at like 86 or 87 degrees. Here, let me fish out. So that machine could stand to drop a few degrees, but in the summer I'd basically just be rooting heat into it. So I don't want to.
Oh, just ran into a problem.
I think it's been doing that for a while. I think this stick of RAM is also bad.
Yeah.
Stop code IRQL.
Pop a good stick in there and just see if it's still looping and acting weird.
Oh yeah, like did we
Just
mess up the OS
Just
with
do a
that
quick
one?
control. Okay, I'm gonna see if this boots. Just gonna borrow the TV for a sec.
How dare.
Actually, if you pop a video card with DVI in there, you can use the small monitor.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you get through these yet?
No, I've been just doing RAM right now.
Oh, okay. Well, these are also on the menu.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
do them once
and-
I've got the thing stable again.
This guy. So I've got some AGP cards I can test later.
Oh, sweet.
This is not going to be a test bench. This is merely...
A tribute.
Oh, hang on. Okay, then I'm going to switch back so you can quickly do that one.
Yeah.
There we go. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, so
Are we on HDMI?
I think so. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Favorite XP era game? Oh, for me it was Counter-Strike back in the day. Although now,
StarCraft?
probably StarCraft. I liked Warcraft 3 a lot, Warcraft 2 as well, but StarCraft was big for me.
Does Heroes of Might and Magic count, or is that too early?
Well, we played Heroes 3.
Yeah, I know, but that's from like 97.
That's still pretty early, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're obviously working, and we'll see if that ends up looping or something, but I need to borrow that TV.
Yeah, just switch it over, and then we can just see if it stays stable or if we notice it reboot.
There we go. And borrow this.
You know what though? Like, I think my favorite XP era games aren't even necessarily the ones that I liked the most. They were just like going to a LAN party and everybody always playing the same game, right? Like, it wasn't like everybody just came for whatever stupid tournament they were in. Like, they became.
Okay, we are alive. Yeah.
I liked going to a LAN party and you've got like a community center full of people and we're all playing the same games.
That's
like
all
the
I
room's
need.
going and that's when something happens. Like, it was sweet, and that's the sort of like atmosphere that
My favorite
I miss.
memory from LANs was like the Counter-Strike tournament would start at like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. and then run all night. Like, literally all night. You'd be up at 4 a.m. watching matches. Like,
yeah.
oh, that was fun back in the day.
Yeah, people having to move their cars out of the parking lot, like, after literally not having sleep for 2 nights in a row. I'm just like, you should not be behind a wheel. Like, I remember going home once, and, like, coming back, and there's people, I'm like, I'm just gonna move your vehicles for you, and y'all, like, find a safe ride home and come back for these.
Okay, so,
UT 2004, yeah. I was never very good at Unreal Tournament, but I loved it. Star Siege Tribes, I know, is also a little older than XP, but I loved Tribes.
Age of Empires, that was a classic.
Yeah. What were some other...
It's a seller on what?
You've turned that computer off?
2.4, yeah.
Because I feel like it's defaulted now to the other input that was actually showing. Yeah, see?
Oh, good.
Yeah, let's just leave it on this for a bit, see if it boots, if it reboots itself. But if it doesn't, I think this RAM, we gotta call it.
Yeah. That is a fine.
Warcraft 3 was
This is a
good.
dirty
Warcraft 2
board.
Battle.net edition.
I loved BattleNet Edition Warcraft 2.
You know what? The Warcraft 2 community curated one is excellent because of the quality of life upgrades.
Same with the Heroes of Might and
that
Magic
needs this
3
works too.
community mod. The HD mod, not the HD edition that you can buy, but the HD mod has some great quality of life improvements.
What is this?
What's everybody
500 watt?
else dropping?
500 watt, right?
Yeah. What is this? Yeah, 500 watt. I'm going to
Cool.
give this like maybe another minute or two, and I think we can say safely that it's good and that this RAM is bad.
You're probably in good shape there.
Okay.
Oops.
All right, then I think I'm going to get back to booting
Space is at a surplus.
video cards. And I'm only going to do it with the 1 stick of RAM. I don't think there's any value in having 4. It's not like we're benchmarking, right?
Nope. No,
Good.
sir.
All right.
We are just making sure things are functioning. So this RAM was good or bad?
This is bad.
Okay.
And this is DDR2.
That's the one good one, right?
Is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the DDR3. You're right.
There was only one good one out of that bunch.
Yeah. Okay, back to GPUs.
Bag and tag. I like Warcraft 3. Yeah, Warcraft 3 was fun. I actually liked it too. I felt like it was one of those games though where I guess Warcraft 2 was also like that.
Warcraft.
As soon as you get hit, you know almost immediately if it's over or not.
Well, Warcraft 3 was more about micro, which I was always better at. But for some reason, I gravitated to StarCraft, which was more about macro, which I was bad at. I think I just like the space setting. And also, I didn't realize at the time that it was just Warhammer 40k. And
Yeah,
that they just reskinned it after Games Workshop pulled out. I bet you, if it had been a Warhammer game, it wouldn't have done so well.
That's an
Being its own
thing,
IP, I think, allowed it to develop a fan base of people who weren't just like, oh, Warhammer or whatever, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Right? And I think people read... With the Henry Cavill movie coming up, though. Or not movie, TV show for Warhammer. I'm hoping, since he's such like a into the lore kind of nerd like that, that it'll be good and that 40k is going to hit like a mainstream stride. And I get like that like mashup of like cyberpunk horror, space horror.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize yet that they're going to be super into. I don't like
craving it.
I don't like the horror aspect of it, but a lot of people who love that stuff I think will.
What would y'all do if you suddenly got about 50 XP Air PCs? Probably piss my pants in delight.
It'd be a little more than I would be.
I'd be very excited.
That would be the time where there would be no choice. You would have to find external storage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd have to figure something out for that, but yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, graphics cards. Oh, right. This is the 750 Ti. You want to explain what this is to people?
Yeah,
This
so
is cool.
Our buddy says this is a review board. So he did reviews. Oh, this is PCI Express. He did reviews for a period of time and took over from the guy who had done them before him at this place. And one of the things he got from the guy when he took over was all of his old hardware, including this serial number free, what is that, a 750 Ti?
This is
Review card.
This is like the people's graphics card. The 750 Ti is, I think, for the longest time, was like the best card that you could get that did not also need PCI Express power. Right? That only got it from the slot.
Let me use that when you're done with it then. To test this board with.
It's PCI Express.
Yeah, so is this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's going to be a bit newer.
Jumper Plus? It's right there.
Yes. This one had a label with it, I thought.
I don't like labels. Let's ditch the labels.
That's what I think.
Scoot the board back to get the card in.
Oh, yeah, you're hanging.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. The card.
I didn't see that
Yeah,
because
the
of the
metal
angle.
tab. You always have to have it hanging over the edge.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
See, I'm at an angle where I can't see that.
Is it fully in? I think.
I mean,
it's outputting video.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. You're fine. It's fine.
You're still plugged into the HDMI too.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so do you want to shut her down and then I'll use that to get this one started?
Indeed.
If this is DDR2.
And we know it
It is.
works.
Yep.
That's sweet. Man, the 750 Ti, yeah, like, it was not expensive. I think it was pretty solid performance for the dollar. Like, it wasn't... Oh, come on. It wasn't gonna, like, blow anybody's minds with its capabilities, but, like, it was solid. And, yeah, for... People would just give them away for free when they were done with them, too, because they weren't particularly expensive. But then I remember them getting way too expensive during the pandemic, like, insanity.
Apples and non... typically with graphics cards like these, we'll put them into projects or hang on to them for a little bit, or like if, you know, for example, a friend of mine recently was looking for a graphics card because his kid wanted to play Roblox, so, you know, I sold him one for a deal, and like, it's one of those things where they're handy to have on hand. If we're not using them, yeah, we'll throw the odd one on a buy sell or something,
What the
but
heck is this?
sometimes
Oh, R9
you
285.
just can't say no.
This thing is going to be power hungry, I bet.
That's a cool looking card.
It's a hefty card.
Very cool.
It's a chunky boy.
Alright, what's this dusty power supply all about? This is a... Ooh. Mostly Molex. Fashionable. And I guess I'm more or less testing this RAM too while I'm at it. There's a lot. Look at all these cables. Alright. So it's the full Diddy. Hello.
Yeah, at least this doesn't have like. I hate the 8-pin adapter. We have to like scooch it onto the 6-pin. It's so annoying.
Okay, I need.
Oh, I love the way that changes from red to white once it's
You
connected.
need the divvy? Oh, you got HDMI, so you're okay.
Hit him.
Is there any more? Can you unwrap this a little more?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Jeremy, are you hinting that you might have 50 XP era PCs?
Is that, no, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time.
Just go the whole thing. Cool. Thank you. Sean Connery. Sean Connery. That's not Sean Connery at all.
I'm in my 30s, but I look much older. You need to jump it?
People keep taking a dump on my lawn.
Everybody in the club was jumping.
I wish people would stop pooing in my yard.
That is a common complaint I hear from Sean Connery.
There, Moneypenny, someone pooed in my yard again.
Yeah, that was the Russian Secret Service. That was the CIA. You're just guessing at this point.
Moneypenny, you look particularly... Oh, nothing's plugged in.
Yeah, you want to pass me that thing in?
You look particularly
You
old
can't just
today.
turn it on.
No, I turned it off.
Okay. Without a power cord.
Yeah, I'm just an idiot. Okay. All right, how would we get 50 XP era PCs to Central Canada? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Hey, Dominic, how you doing?
My girlfriend is not a teacher.
Hopefully she's a nice teacher. Yeah. We're just testing some hardware.
Ask her to teach you about airfoils.
Oh yeah, that's exciting stuff.
That's some grade 6 curriculum right there.
Are we getting anything on this? Is it on? You sure everything's plugged in?
Why would it be off?
I don't know, we're not getting anything though. Good, dude, she's my favorite law. Oh, good. That's good. She's my favorite too.
Okay, power's on.
Yeah, I don't think that is working. It could be the sticker RAM because I just pulled one out of the pile, so.
You're supposed to start with known components and work your way up.
I know. I'm gonna go get one.
R9 285 works.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
DDR2 is what I need. More like DDR poo. Alright, let's get some dramatic RAM.
This is funny though, having a system where like with 2 gigs of RAM, we have less actual memory than our graphics card does. Graphics cards nowadays are just small PCs that we just plug into our PCs. Talking about that earlier, right? Like it's wild how
The
they have.
exhibit factor.
Yeah, they've got processors and memory.
Heard you like your PC.
Yeah. So you put a PC in your PC so you can PC while you PC. Peace.
Okay, look at this OCC RAM. This is what I'm talking about. Come on.
Man, that thing looks so cool. This was a sweet generation card.
Yeah, it looks wicked.
All right, so this is Fonctionnel.
Okay, I will bag and tag.
Bagging them, tagging them. Rhymes, so you know we're gonna say it forever.
I think this was the board that had boot issues. We have a good graphics card and good
It's
RAM.
rebooting
in it.
itself like the CPU fan stops spinning.
Yeah.
Power supply's still going though.
Yeah, this board might be toast. Actually, is this lit up? Oh, barely. At one point it was.
Oh, I bet you if it had less dust on it, it would shine.
Maybe
through.
if we clean it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think this board's toast, so we will put that in the last chancers pile or the box. One final test for all the stuff in there before it gets shipped off to our buddy Steve, who is like the torturer of classic PC parts.
Did we already test the 7800 or whatever the hell?
The 5850 you're holding?
No, the 7800. The one,
7870?
the one with the missing
We
fan
did,
light.
yeah. I did that one, yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
This is the one that I don't know if it'll boot. The 5850.
So I'm going to label both of these. This is going into the last chance pile. Box.
I think this
box.
one might need a bigger power supply than what we got.
I swear there was a note here for this one.
I swear.
Well, whatever.
Should have more than 50 XP PCs in my storage until April 8th. After that, I'm unsure if I'll still have my storage unit where they are sitting. That's fair. Storage units are not...
Jeremy, are you in Canada? I forget what
Yeah.
your story is there. Because if you're in Canada, I mean, that's half the battle.
And knowing is half the battle.
Reboot! Oh crap, the I.O. plate.
Yeah, uh-oh.
What's happening now?
That doesn't sound good.
I remember that card well.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good sign. I didn't plug any I.O. in, but... Yeah, I think the only thing left to do on this one is take it home, put it in my gaming PC, which has a 1300 watt power supply. At that point, then I'm calling it.
Honestly, I think, like, I mean, yes, please do that, but it's probably dead.
It's almost certainly dead, but... I want to give it one last shot.
Alright, we got any more graphics card to test? Is that it?
Just AGP stuff.
Oh wait, no, we got that 970 also.
Where's the 970? Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Get in there, yeah.
Or did I fire this up? I think I did.
Well, fire it up anyway. Let's just be
Okay.
sure. Everything gets a label. Okay. Alright, moving on to the next board. What do we got?
Oh, these both need to get put away.
Oh yeah, I'll do that right now actually. You have any more of these GPU bags nearby or no?
Alright, we got a boxed 970, which half the reason I bought it was the box. It's actually in really nice shape.
Oh, did we move away from our stream? Go forward one.
Yeah, oh, hold on.
You might have just hit back. Like go forward on it. Firefox, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, we lost the chat there for a moment. And we back. Are you dumping the PCs? Can I have them? Apple's Anonymous says. Some are on consignment. Just kidding, I am in Australia. More than 2,000 miles away. Yeah, but you know, shipping containers. You can always buy a shipping container.
Okay, this guy I'm actually going to keep out for now because this is a good PCI Express.
A buddy of mine out in Victoria, BC, just bought a shipping container to store all the stuff for his dodgeball league in. And I was just like, fool. You're supposed to store that in multiple sheds on your property, not a shipping container.
R9 285, that's what it is?
Yeah.
No X or anything?
What does it say on the label?
R9 285 OC.
Then, yeah, not X.
2 gigabyte card, right?
Yes.
And works.
Okay. God, this thing is chunky.
This is so cool. This almost belongs in that black PC. Because it's so, like, the angles are so dramatic.
That's the R9 285X?
Yeah. Or just 285.
How many, 285, how many gigs is that for?
2.
2? Well, that would belong in there, actually.
Well, I'll put it up top here, too. This thing will make a neat project. Because we gotta fix that cooler. It's got, like, some random fan attached to it.
What? Yeah?
Yeah, remember, see, there's one black, one clear. One of them doesn't even spin. Did Jeremy say, oh, I'm in Arkansas, 2,000 miles away? Yeah, it'd be like 5 goes west for a bunch of computers.
Did you say Arkansas? I thought you said Australia.
No, Arkansas.
No, I am in Australia.
Oh, no, Apple's Anonymous is.
Yeah.
Jeremy is
Oh,
in Arkansas.
okay.
Jeremy's the one with 50 PCs. Okay. AMD AM3 wouldn't boot. Well, let's see.
Oops.
Oh, here's the card for the other one that wouldn't turn on. AMD Phenom. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep this with it.
Okay. And I forgot how power hungry cards were right before like the GTX 10 series. Okay. For a little while there, like the trend was towards like power efficiency, which I was really enjoying, but
This is DDR2.
everybody in the club is jumping.
No, maybe not. No, this might be single.
You know how to touch.
So, Europe. Oh no, this is probably DDR3.
How many
Holy.
have booted on so far, and have you done a Windows 98 PC yet? No, we're
Right.
still.
You've got extra DDR3 here, right?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them. We haven't gotten anything that old yet. All right, 970 works.
I haven't done a Windows 98 PC on here yet, but I have a couple of them actually. I even have a couple 95s as well. Those are classic. That's like what I grew up with in our house. There we go. Boy, you really had to work that piece in. Okay. Yeah, so a couple Windows 95, couples Windows 98, lots of XP. Some like 7, some Vista. Like we got the whole everything.
We've got enough like halfway decent graphics cards here that anything that's Windows 7 or better, I think we could kit out pretty nicely.
I think so, yeah. You know, there's a lot of
Actually, like to see if we could get those gaming computers like back into the community, so to speak, or maybe like
cool
deck
projects.
out some of our friends with some affordable gaming computers, or I don't know. Like some of the parts where like there's not a lot of like, let's say, collectability, and it's still like relevant enough that somebody could really make good use of it. But for example, this 970 though, I plan to put this in our like server project, which is going to become our we're going to use that level 10 Thermaltake case and kit out some high capacity drives, make our own like storage server. Dan can use it as a Plex. I think it'll be pretty sweet.
It's this card here.
Is that the 7790?
Must be. 570.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just brought that back. We know that works. I tested that at my place.
Okay, so I will
That's
label
it. That's actually an extremely relevant card. That's still an 8 gig GPU.
Really?
We should find something modern to make sure that that goes in.
Okay. Maybe
It requires a pretty beefy power supply though. All right, 970 if you want to put this somewhere nice. Dominic says, "Wow." Here you go if you want.
Thank you. I'm just gonna.
Also, what are we doing with the 570 here?
I've got to label it and put it in a graphics card bag. Is the marker there?
Okay, what else? Do we have any more DDR3 RAM or PCI Express graphics cards? If not, this test bench is
No,
done.
I think you are safe
Yeah.
to close down the modern bench.
All right, the Court of Queen's bench, we'll call it. Even though it's not even like the Queen anymore.
Okay,
Liz
so you
gone.
wanna set up a little DDR2 lab.
Our monarch is now King Charles. Good old King Chuck.
King Snarls.
Good old Chucky King.
You got the jumper? Or whatever
Yep.
we were using for?
Right here.
Okay.
Okay, actually, you're gonna have to take the inner. Oh, okay.
I can pass you the other machine too. Or here, do you want to climb out and grab it then?
Which one? The black one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also.
Alrighty, folks, we may be off camera. That's just because we're grabbing heavy.
Yeah. Picking stuff up. Okay, this needs a label.
Okay, wanna take this from me? I'll clear out stuff. Sorry, folks. Beep, beep, beep. Good thing this table is like dedicated scratch zone.
Oh, you know what? This table's been through it all.
It's the best kind of table to have. Oh, power supply is down at the bottom.
You can turn it like that, so it's closer to you at least. But then your power button's far away, so maybe there you go. That's a good medium.
We'll
You're plugged in.
get this camera going.
Let's just make sure that looks decent.
Like,
You're getting there.
I know. Trying to.
Trouble is the weight is all on the front, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Praying Donkey. The Boston Powers. Oh, you know what? You could hook a foot probably underneath that corner.
Oh yeah.
And that'd probably help
Yeah, I think that's done it.
quite fix. Alright, and then just dip her down a bit.
Yeah, I need to loosen it first. So.
Give me the old dipper down, Dapper Dan.
Well, the Miracle Man, it was a dapper Dan.
So, Dominic, you still there? Are you interested in computers? What brings you by? Do you have?
That's pretty sturdy.
Do you have an interest? Yeah, that is a good card, eh? The RX 570.
Yeah, that's a great card. We should absolutely try to use an A.
Boop, 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 boop. Always nice to have a modern card on hand. Works. Awesome. It's gonna need an extra large bagu.
You know, it's funny that we, as English, like as Anglophones, say, sorry that I've been blocking this the whole time, say baguette when we mispronounce everything else. We should say baguette.
Yeah, if you're following the logic that's been set out, baguette, that wouldn't feel like that'd be a tough sell.
I'm just surprised that that's not already the case, is all I'm saying. Yeah, okay, I think this phone should be fine.
Cool.
Oh, super. Does this have...
It's like right in the midst of the main shot, though, so let's maybe move it like to the corner again.
Sure thing.
It doesn't change all that much. Who cares? All right, well, let's just get back to it.
So we do need a graphics card in here, though, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we know these work, so.
Yeah, throw that thing in. The beast gets the beast. Here, I'll get out of the way. Just so we're not blocking.
A little bit of a squeeze.
Blocking the shard. All right, this one would not boot. AMD AM3. We got everything plugged in. Let's see. Where is the jumper?
It says, I also like old tech and love Apple.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you know, we normally do lots of Apple stuff on the channel, but we've been kind of doing a bit of a PC focus lately. Oh, this is one of the annoying ones. It's proprietary.
It's because we've been working towards our Windows XP LAN idea, which I think we're essentially announcing. Oh, God. This may have been a mistake. This card is so big. Everything we have is so obscenely large.
Okay, we are getting power to the board. The light is on.
Oh, right. It's got this stupid little USB board in it that I don't even think works.
Where is power? I feel like it's going to be in one of these brown ones.
Well, let's see. Clear CMOS.
Oh, got it.
Did you pay attention to which one it was so you can replicate it?
John, kind of geek too. Computers I can't afford because I'm in grade 7, don't have jobs, so I watch your videos. Yeah, well, Adam, man, that's a good thing to do. You know what?
I would love
7, that's kind of when we started.
I would have loved to be able to
slowly
watch
getting
this
into
stuff.
Yeah, you know,
when I couldn't afford it myself.
It's too bad we didn't have YouTube back in the day.
Yeah, YouTube came around when I was in high school, and I remember it was still like
Is there an image coming in?
free reign. You know what I mean? Like it was Wild West. And maybe I'm gonna have to go in the. Oh God.
Interesting. Gave me a little when I turned it off. All right.
I'm gonna have to take out the little board there. This little stupid USB 3 board, which we need to test on something else anyway, because it's never worked in this thing.
Okay. Pull her out. You're sure that Flatron, that little monitor's on?
You know what?
Oh, you got cable braid right underneath there.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I'm gonna hold that.
No, just give me a second. I'll just.
Oh, it's all bound together.
Yeah, I know.
You want snacks? Hello, kitty cats. Chewing the cat.
I feel like it's been routed there this whole time though.
Yeah, probably. There we go.
The way that's like wrapped around, like whoever did this computer initially did a great job, and we have just like slowly butchered it over time.
I believe this came from my buddy Paul. Shout out to Paul.
Yeah. This wasn't meant for.
Okay, I'm getting nothing on this. Try once more with onboard graphics.
Oh, I bet you it goes up here.
Because we know that card works, that's for sure.
I think, you know what, I just need a smaller card.
Here. Yeah.
Sorry to do this to this computer, but actually, you know what? Hold on. Can you bring me that other AMD card that was over there?
Yeah.
7870? Because if that fits in, then that should just live in here. It's not like we have any more graphics cards to test, right?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
Well, not PCI Express.
Yeah, that fits nicely. I think this was supposed to go down there. Oof.
What happened?
No, I just hate how there's like this like heat spreader thing that's just right underneath the graphics card. Like,
you pass me the VGA by your foot? Or I got it. Just lift your foot.
There you go. Oh, this cable management is delightful.
Alright. There we go. Okay, last chance. Input. What kind of input are we on? PC.
Oof. This is really like tugging. Is there still that bag of thumb screws over there? I would like one. Thank you. Oh, did I use all the fat ones though?
Oh, thank you on the description there, Dominic. Yeah, we try and keep the meatballs spicy around here. Okay, I think this board is also going into the doomed pile.
What's the description?
Something about like sit back, take off your pants, and I can't remember the rest of this.
Okay.
Wooden boot. Same old description as before. That'll stay. Pop it in a bag.
Send it to our scavenger friend.
Our buddy Steve, who will remove the components, like you would expect in Star Wars or something.
Like he's got that skill in Cyberpunk that's just like,
oh yes, a board full of chips. I'll remove those and use them for other things. It's like, what?
okay. Well, I'm not really using this thumb screw as intended, but it works. Well, the tension is what's keeping it in there. It's not like actually thick enough for the hole to...
Oh my god. You know, there are actual screws that you can use.
I don't wanna. That's fine.
What the heck is this from?
Oh god, a motherboard I/O plate or I/O shield.
Alright.
Who
What board
needs
is
it?
this?
No true gamer uses the I/O
Cooler
shield.
is not on it anymore. Yes. Probably Core 2 Duo. Wouldn't display beeps on startup. Proprietary cooler mount.
Oh! I could replace one of the fans on this, because one of the fans is dead, remember?
Oh,
yeah, I should definitely do that today.
Well, maybe we can save that for the resto video. Just because...
Are we restoing this?
Well, I think eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can make some other neat with it.
Where's the HDMI?
This is PCI.
And... Hit him out.
Okay, this is a weird situation here.
Why?
Wouldn't display beeps on startup. Let's see what that means. Yeah, okay.
Can I not, like...
RAM are we using?
Does that fit? I don't love that. Looks like it's, like, touching the case. But... okay. Oh, is the front panel shit hooked up?
Oh my god, I almost crushed this box. Alright. It goes like that.
That's for sure the power button, isn't it? That's a reset. The board has power, and we know this computer works. Dr. Claw! Gadget. I have an XP machine I need to do some work on. I want to play Nightmare Ned so badly.
Oh, Seb, how you doing?
We actually had somebody email us about old edutainment software. Dan and I used to love Spelling Jungle and Math Blaster. If anybody else has any old XP or slightly older era. Do you remember The Incredible Machine?
Yeah, the Incredible Tune Machine, I believe it was, right?
I thought it was just called The Incredible Machine.
Well, we had a Tune Machine version.
I'm thinking about the one in the computer lab at Viscount, the really crappy computer lab.
We had one on our dad's computer, though. That was the Tune Machine one. Do you remember that? Where you, like,
really.
made stuff? It was a lot like Incredible Machine, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Yeah, everyone just ripped stuff off without thinking about it back in the day.
Do we not have the front... Why would the front panel not be hooked up?
Oh, it's PCI power. We don't want that. We want CPU power. Where is the CPU power?
I swear this is the front panel shit. That looks right. We don't need drives in this, but you shouldn't need a drive to fire up, right? What the hell is going on?
Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. What's
Do you
happening?
have an iMac G4?
Indeed, I do. I have many. I've got, I think, 3 15s and a 17. Backwards, great. I think there's one right. Oh, there's 2 on the top of the shelf here, Dominic, if you have a look. There is one poking out there and then one at the end there. Okay, booting time. Okay, we got a post or what? Things are happening. Oh, oh! She's alive. This one might not be bad. What do we got? CPU fan failure, system fan failure. Yeah, there's nothing there. 2.2 gigahertz. What is it though?
You want to hop out of the way? I'm gonna
Oh, it's RAM's working. Okay.
press F2 for setup utility.
There's no CPU cooler, so I'm just gonna turn it off. Fair enough. It does work though. That's not so bad. What is this though? I'm gonna have to get some ISO on that to see what it is. There we go. Get that out of here.
You'll tuck.
Okay, so this power supply officially works. I think I'm going to move this one along because that was also something I was working on. Works. How big is this? I think the 700. Yeah.
I feel like this board is not, like its I/O is not connected.
Oh, it's not starting from power?
Yeah, it looks like we got power to the board, but why would it have ever been unplugged?
I don't know.
Exactly. 1394. What is that normally? Yeah, you know what? This one I think might be one that we don't do on a live stream because I'm gonna have to look up the board, find out where the pins are, see if it's got anything connected, and it's just so tight in here that it's a hassle.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm wondering if we unplugged it once or something when we borrowed a part, like a power supply or something from it, and then we put it back.
Can you not jump it? Like, can you not pull?
Well, I don't know where it is.
Well,
Right, there's a Six, bunch of
yeah.
different headers. Like, I think that might be the one that's connected, but I think we'll just leave this for the restoration, because we need to pull
Sure.
this thing all the way apart anyway.
That's fine, yeah. We just gotta find something else with DDR2 to test with. Actually, there might even be a board in here.
Right. Well,
Okay, let's see. What's this one?
I'm gonna leave the graphics card in here.
Didn't boot. PSU was working. Patriot memory. This could be the problem, but let's see. I already got one up. Or no, wait. This one I gotta get out of the way first.
Okay, nothing plugged in.
Wait.
You want to grab me the side panel and I can just put this straight up away where it was originally?
Yeah. This is it, right?
Yep.
There you go. Shigadishwa.
Shiggity shiggity shwa. Look what I got at the trash and buy for only $2. It's the Mario twins. You ask if they want ice cream, they both say yes. Back in the day, kids, all you had to do to be popular was to say things from shows that you saw that other people remembered also seeing.
Kind of like how things are now.
Well, everybody quoted The Simpsons, then everybody was quoting Family Guy, and then... Okay, let's clean up this processor so we can read it. Okay, these thumb screws are all too skinny. I swear I saw one out in the garage.
Intel 05 Pentium dual core. Interesting. Okay, new label for this one. Pent. Dual core. Works. Well, at least you got the big guy put away. Okay. Now we need to find something with DDR2 to test with, right? I think so, but also I have to go to a poker game with the old men by 7 o'clock. What are we at? 6:20? Yeah. So
So I can probably do a couple more things, or
I was actually thinking at this point, I'll come off to the side. I'll start doing the packing up and bringing you stuff.
oh sure.
I'm gonna go take this RAM and return it to the pile. Okay. Yeah, so you take the center seat. Bagging them, tagging them. That's nice. All right, so.
Is this a PCI Express board?
Yep.
Just
how's
a
this?
really early one.
Oh, is this 6600?
Yeah, it's one of the ones you bought.
Did I not already? Did we not test this already?
Yeah, we did. I was just using it to test boards. You want to show people the propaganda
Jesus letter?
camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it? Thank you. And then, the Lord is your savior. Lots of
Exciting things to be had when buying things on eBay. So let's get that out of there. Can you pass me that orange board to your right there? Let's see what this guy's deal is. All right, the Ali. So,
I'm sure it's ALI.
oh, this is a weird full Molex fan.
That's ancient.
This is
Tiny fan too.
Oh, this is an SD RAM board. How old is this thing? Oh, I don't even know if we can test this.
Why not?
It's PCI,
So?
not Express.
Do you not have any PCI video cards? I think you do. Yeah, I'll go grab one.
Okay, well, have a look. Yeah,
one of
it'll
like
be
those
in the-
really old,
It'll be
32
at the
megabyte
back
ones.
of the AGP box.
It won't be AGP though.
No, but it'll be in the box labeled AGP.
Oh.
There's only 2 boxes.
So one should be called AGP and older.
What do we got here? You know, Windows 8 start menu. I hated it. Every time I try to find Paint, I had to look through alphabetical order list. Windows 8 is the gamer's OS.
Windows 8 was good if you downloaded an OS like
Should we check
shell.
that's
I had
AGP?
one that had
You sure
a
that's
shell.
AGP? Let's see. I've got an AGP board right here.
Oh, I'm not saying it's.
Oh, yeah, so it is. Okay. All right. Not to worry. God, we have a mess here. All right. Good eye, Jeremy.
Good on.
Brown is
on.
always AGP. Okay, I didn't know that. That's a good thing. We need SD-RAM. We have RAM, power.
Yeah, this one I accidentally bought PCI Express.
a
That's
password.
why I hadn't.
If that one's Molex, I'll take that.
No. Let's see. this one's got Molex.
Cool.
Man, I love the way this looks though. It's all like black, shiny.
This one's really neat, yeah. I like this one.
Black chrome.
Oh, it's all bundled up with the H. What the H? Blah. Okay. Where is the processor power? Does this board not use processor power?
I have an older standard. Well, it's new enough to have like an actual like not slot processor. Okay.
Yeah.
What about these?
I don't know. I don't see anywhere to put processor power in.
What's the board's model number? I'll look it up.
This is a... I don't know. Oh, okay. MS5169 version 2.1. Oh, let me see that board closer to the camera. Jeremy, here we go.
Why don't you, yeah, I'll say you could bring the second camera a little closer. I just had it moved so I didn't knock it with the computer.
Are we... Hang on a second.
Yeah, I've got the board right here. Let's see what it says for...
Yeah, okay. Hopefully this isn't too blurry.
What else we got going on in the chat? There is no CPU power. You need more CRTs. Go get some always. Dan's got enough CRTs.
Socket 7 or 370?
So socket 7.
Socket 7?
ATX. So look, all right, you got ATX power supply up here. Then down here you've got FDC, IDE, fans.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So you should be fine.
Okay, well, let's move this over to the edge again. Place our card down. Put in the video.
You got dip switches to adjust the CPU clock frequency.
Ooh.
Between 66.6, 75, 83.3, and 100.
Alright, single power in.
Man, dip switch clock. Oh, God. I do not envy these days.
Alright.
Yeah, I think it's all good.
Okay, where's the little metal jumping thing again? There it is. Alright. So where are we jumping from? Probably along here somewhere, right?
I literally just had that open. Let's see. Dip switches still. Come on. Tell me about the front panel. Okay, now you does. Okay, here we go. Reset switch. Power. Oof. Turbo padding.
Oh, Dave, how you doing? Good to see ya.
Okay, those are power like LEDs. Where's the actual power switch, though? We don't need the reset one. We need the power.
Where's reset anyway? It'll probably be near it.
Well, like I'm looking at it, and it doesn't. Hold on.
Yeah, where the heck do you jump this one?
Chassis fan.
This is weird. Oh, I got it, apparently.
Hey, good job.
All right, well, this works. So it's an AMD K6, 475 megahertz. All right. RAM, we're at, what, 262,000 kilobytes? Okay, I think that's good. That's good enough. This board works. Good enough. AMD K6. Just make a note. Works. 475 megahertz. Dun 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 dun.
See what the deals for that Powermac 210.
Yeah, it's pretty loose. I mean, like, if you show up there at 7, you'll be good.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying where it is.
Oh, rods.
Yeah, I know. I just don't remember where
Riviera
the actual
Heights.
is.
PC 133. 32 meg and a 256.
Oh, right. Yeah, because when we went there to
These work as well.
Convertible.
Alright, this goes in bag.
I don't see Retro Techies comics.
Do you want to chuck this over there? Just
Sure.
on the computer desk? Dominic, you're asking about daily driver. My daily driver is a Ryzen 5, what is it, a 12 thread, 5600 with 32 gigs of RAM. And, yeah, what was the RAM that came off this board? This was PC 133. And, it doesn't say on the second stick.
We don't have any more room for PCI Express graphics cards.
Yeah, just leave that on the computer desk. Like, everything on the computer desk is tested, so that's how I'll know. Alright.
Actually, I don't think have any more graphics cards.
Next board. Alright. PCI Express. What's that?
Okay. That board should have PC 100 SD RAM. And we'll make sure it doesn't have anything left.
Okay. This is...
That CPU is incorrectly clocked. Did you hear that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'd have to mess with the dip switches, it was saying.
The dip switch.
This looks
Oh,
like,
good.
um...
Okay, so
This reminds me of my i5 2500. The board looked very similar. What do you got in there?
Hmm?
What do you got in there? Do you know?
No, I'm not sure. Intel.
What
something.
generation of RAM?
Actually, you know what? Let's use this guy. No.
The 6600.
Yeah.
Yep. So really flying fast and loose, so putting a bunch of untested components.
What's that?
Like, just to be like, alright, let's see if all of these work.
Which ones?
I don't know. What of these do you know work?
The card and the power supply.
The card's been tested?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is your 6600.
Yeah, I just don't remember if that one worked.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
tested it. Yeah.
Okay. I know that I tested the other one and
okay.
it didn't work.
Power on. If the RAM, if
Blue
it doesn't
gigabyte
boot,
board's
it
always
might be
down,
the
man.
RAM. This is it. Yep. Whoa, dust. Holy crap.
That was gross. It was like blowing off of like an old book in a cartoon, you know, where they like go, and then all of the dust comes off. You're like, that's not how dust moves. But then you see this.
Okay, we're not getting anything yet. Let's try a different RAM stick. So this is which?
Does a graphics card need external power?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. That's why I chose it. It was simple. That's what we're looking for.
Do you know that you're in the correct slot? Right, because you always need to populate
This
certain
is
slots first.
this is A1, maybe B1.
B1 is often it. I know. Explain that to me, but does it have a thing on it where it just says like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever?
There's only 2 slots anyway. But,
No.
okay.
So Max A. Yeah, we were actually talking about it. Dan was saying we want to do some more Apple content soon. We've just been kind of drowning in this Windows XP land idea and all the lead up to it, acquiring Windows XP era stuff, testing it, putting it together.
Oh, I think something's happening.
Yeah, I saw the TV shift.
Oh.
Hey. Okay. So
Okay,
this
now
board
try that
works.
RAM slot with that other stick.
This one.
Yeah. See if maybe you're just in the wrong slot.
Patriot.
True Patriot. You gotta cap this ISO.
Yeah.
I figure both don't want it to spill and don't want it to evaporate. You should team up with Ryan in the chat. Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack. He's dead, Jim. We're not calling it yet.
Yeah, Ryan's great. I like Ryan. That's Everything's Broken Garage.
Come on, Ryan. You like throw up.
Okay, this sticker RAM might not be good.
Let's give it a little moment. Okay, I don't think this RAM is gonna get.
Can you Google this board though? I don't know what the chip is. It's a
Well, throw in the other stick
DirectX
RAM
10
and just
support.
throw in the other one and let's just
Well, it
see.
said it wouldn't go past the select the boot device screen.
But can't you enter the BIOS?
Well, do you want to grab a keyboard?
Oh, there's one right there. I'll just grab the USB for it on the
I mean-
left on the last door.
Okay.
Should be good enough.
Okay.
Shorty had them fart blossom jeans.
Poop covered in fur.
And dingleberries.
Oh, we're up to 9 viewers. Wow, we're killing it right now.
Yeah. Average viewer hanging on for 13
Okay, what is this? Intel Core 2 Quad CPU.
28400.
Core 2 Quad. Where's the pen?
Not bad. Q8400 at 2.66.
Cool. All right.
I posted a video day. Can you all watch it 100 times each and send me 34 subs? Best I can do is like and watch. Oh jeez,
What happens? Oh yeah.
I got bent, so
Just don't hurt it.
I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
I thought I could. No, I thought it
Just
was.
leave-
I'm
yeah.
gonna leave that alone.
Okay. Oh no! Some of
What?
the plastic broke
On what?
on the side of the power. I guess I was wrenching too hard.
It's old and brittle. What can you do?
Taking a dump on my stuff.
And this stuff
okay.
is so hard to remove. Like the connectors for fans on video cards. Unreal. Unfriggin' real.
Okay, bag, plate. How many boards are left in that box by your feet? On the left?
Oh, on the left. No. Those trays.
Okay, here. Pass me the whichever one, and then chuck this on the desk. Oh, this is the one I just picked up from Kevin.
That thing looks sick.
This should be cool. Retrotech, you twist off those caps? Yeah, right.
Might have to tell Kevin that the 5850 we picked up was no bueno.
Okay.
Oh, I love the little snowflakes on there too. That's wild.
So this is an AMD 64x2.
That is
X2.
a gorgeous board. Look at all that.
OCZ. I love all
copper.
the fins and all that. Okay.
1 gigabyte dual channel system elite.
You got a license to kill.
This actually would make a pretty sick XP machine, exactly as configured.
Oh, totally. Where did we put that? There it is. This would be really cool, but it's a little bit newer than the...
And we have one more power supply to test as well, but it's a SATA one.
Why is there power?
Are y'all short on 775 CPUs? I don't know. We have a lot of stock in 775 anything. But
I'm always short.
yeah, says the man who is 6'2".
Oh,
Okay.
what was that?
Well, try it again. What's the wattage on that power supply?
Should be decent. I don't know. 450.
Okay. And this bad boy
is 700. Let's swap
Okay,
them up.
let's retire this.
6'2", that's my height. Well, it isn't mine.
Okay, can you add
I
a
will
works,
forever be the little
a
brother.
works post-it to that and put it on the desk? Just write works and 450 watt or
What is,
something. Wikes. Oh, we didn't plug in the CPU last time. That's
that'll
probably what
do
the
it.
problem was. I'm an idiot.
SMRT. Okay, I just realized the apple bottom wouldn't be fart blossom, it'd be asshole blossom.
Oh no.
The little rosebud.
Turd
Can I
blossom.
have your sweatshirt, Stacy? No. Dan's girlfriend made this for me.
Well, we'll get some of those going soon. enough.
I have been pushing Dan to make merch for a while now, and he has some pretty sweet designs that he hasn't yet. They would be cool even without the Canadian Computer Collector Association, but, you know, I've always said perfect is the enemy of done, and Dan, I think, cares a little bit more about how stuff looks than I do, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. This is sweet though. Like, this probably was not cheap to make though, especially with the lettering on the sleeve.
Okay, we're not getting any action. Let's simplify.
Right. Gotta simplify. Come in the spot looking extra fly.
You know, we may as
Yeah.
well just call this the last board, though. Once we're,
Yeah. How long have we been on?
uh...
Almost 2 hours. Hey,
yeah.
well done.
Well, yeah, it's not too bad.
Can you make Merci with my logo and sell it for me?
Make merci.
That's what it says. And send me the proceeds. I think you want to hit up Linus
Actually, you know
for Creator Warehouse to do that.
This PC2.
Oh, use a stick that works?
Yeah.
Like for B1?
This is the one.
Like from the Bananas in Pajamas?
From Bananas and Pajamas.
Well, I liked it better when it was Merci. So we're just going to stick with that.
Here we go. Taking a dump in the snow.
Are we on VGA input?
Think so. Yeah, we are. PC.
That's reassuring. The CPU fan seems to be just cranking.
Yeah.
Does this have onboard video?
No. This one could be a bit of a mystery. That's B1, A1. Let's try B2.
Are you selling your Canadian Tire VIC 20 tape? Also, how much for the TV or radio? Intel. I think the closest that I have on hand and know where it is an external drive for an Amiga 500 that I want to convert to a GoTech. This is not looking hopeful.
No.
Oh, did it kill itself without you doing it?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if it's the board or the processor.
Issues. Turned off. No display. Okay. Well, I'll just have to put that somewhere. And you know what, folks? I think that brings us right to the end of our live stream because we've got to get going. I got somewhere to be. Stace got somewhere to be. So thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We were very happy to see we still had an audience later into the evening. So
don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Canadian Computer Collector. And thanks to the patrons.
check out the links in the description for Patreon, social media. We built a new website. Lots of exciting crap.
It's exciting.
But without further ado, thank you so much again, and keep on keeping on. That's a nice face you're making there, Steve.
There's like the whip just crawling across
All right.
the teeth.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Toodles.
Where are we?